This is CBS. News.
I thought it'd be nice if you and I still got away together, you know, just the two of us. So I went to our local neighborhood travel agent who gave me a brochure of this beautiful country inn in the Upper Peninsula in Michigan. Charming, romantic.
It looks great. But do they have rollerblades? No, really, sweetheart, it looks wonderful. It's just that I don't really think I should leave Emily right now. I feel sorry for Royce and all that, but I can't help but wonder why he didn't tell her that he had a sister.
Did Margot have any more information on Neil's death?
Emily, Walsh Montgomery, or Montgomery Walsh, whatever it's called, owns the City Times. You don't need a news bulletin from me, and you have not come here to talk to me about the murder.
You're right. Look, you know what Royce is going through. And I'm sure this is very hard on you, too. And I hope someday down the road, things will be better between the both of you, for everyone's sake. But right now, he is going through hell. So please, Lucinda, just leave him alone. Because it's tough enough for him to deal with losing his sister.
I, too, lost a sister.
How can you possibly stand there and compare it? Royce grew up with her. He shared a lifetime, a history with her. You knew her for what, 6 months?
That's precisely it. That's the whole point. I knew this lovely, warm, wonderful, wonderful woman for only 6 months, but I didn't know her. I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything important about this woman. And why didn't I? Who prevented me? Who's to blame for that? He robbed me of the chance to know my sister.
Oh, boy, you just love to throw the blame around, don't you? Only opportunity. You had over 20 years to find your sister and brother. 20 years. But you see, you didn't give a damn about them or the hell they went through. If you want to blame someone, Lucinda, blame yourself.
You're talking about the past, darling. I'm talking about right now. Right now. And how long did you know, by the way, that I was the hated half-sister, that I'm the first daughter of the Gorgon mother? Did you happen to know that when you bought my daughter's company with money supplied by Mr. Keller?
Lucinda, I encourage Royce to give you the benefit of the doubt. But you see, he can't stand being in the same room with you. And as usual, he was right. But I love him, and I'll protect him. Even if that means putting up with your petty little insults. Stay away from him, Lucinda. You stay away from him and let him mourn his sister.
So, you want to save on long distance? What a pain. Restrictions on times of day, area codes, calling circles, and there's no guarantee you'll save. Except with the Most. It's like a 1 billion megabyte brain at Sprint. It figures out who you call the most and guarantees you savings every month. 1 month, your best friend in Alaska. Next month, your new best friend in Lahaina. Isn't science wonderful?
Now get $50 free long distance with the Most, only from Sprint.
Michael Jordan is going for the layup, and it's good! Jordan again, and it's good! Jordan, unbelievable! Wait a minute, what's Jordan doing? Did he call for a timeout? Don't tell him. He's not. He is!
Great tasting ballpark beef franks. The hot dogs love. And it's good.
Why do we have to move?
Your father lost his job. They closed the plant.
Why?
A lot of people are buying clothes made in other countries, not ours.
Why are they buying that other stuff?
I don't know, honey. I don't know.
Buy American, and Americans work. This Father's Day, give him the revolutionary Gillette sensor. The best a dad can get.
Oh, I never got a chance to ask you. How was the wedding?
Oh, it
It was fantastic. It really was. I have never seen Hal and Barbara so happy.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad. You mentioned to Hal that we have been keeping his seat warm.
Oh, yes, I did. Didn't win me any popularity contests with Barbara, but nothing definite. But I did sense that old tingle when I talked to him about the case.
Good.
I did. What have you got?
It's the blood report from the pocket watch that Joel found in Neil Alcott's fireplace.
Oh, positive. A match for both Neil Alcott and Scott Eldridge.
Mm-hmm. And millions of other people, since it's the most common blood type.
Yeah. Mac wanted to see this ASAP.
Okay.
Hey, Mama. Oh, thank you for taking the boys overnight.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. So how did it go?
Oh, it was terrific. It was a wonderful wedding. It was sensitive. It was simple. It was romantic. And Ben, Hal's brother-in-law, he played the guitar.
Oh, Ben played the guitar. Great, great. That's not what I meant. How are things going with Tom?
Good also.
Ah.
Yeah. You know, I think the trip down there really helped me clear my head. I still think it's a crummy thing he did, lying to me about Hal, but I know he felt that he was protecting me. How can I stay mad at him for that, right?
Now, did you tell all this to Tom?
I did.
No, my God.
I did.
Well, we know that Holden has to be told that he is Aaron's father, that the boy is his and Julie's. The problem seems to be, how do we go about doing that, causing the least damage to all parties involved?
I thought you've been very quiet. Is sort of that how you see it, too?
Well, so many people know already, and, I mean, Holden is, he'll find out. But then, you know, Holden's therapist in New York felt that he wasn't ready to hear.
Well, that was months ago. Holden has made quite a bit of progress since then. I was frightened that when Holden finds this out, he will take Aaron away from her.
You want to talk about that?
Well, Holden is Aaron's birth father, and, I assume that he has every right to him. John, what would you do? You know, you would do the same
I wouldn't,
thing.
not necessarily. I wouldn't. I think I would want to do what was best for the child. And that would mean leaving him with you. With the only mother he's ever known, with the only parent he's ever known.
John, would you mind letting Iva and me continue this session alone?
Fine. I'll see you later.
Thanks for coming in.
What do you think I should do? Should I tell Holden?
You know that has to be your decision. The reason that I asked John to leave is I think it's time to talk about your feelings, not John's. Not even Holden's, but yours.
I'm terrified. Absolutely terrified. Losing Aaron. Losing Holden. Because I've lost everyone that I love. Lily, I've lost my relationship with her. My relationship with Mama has never been the same. Oh. You know, when I started out this whole thing, it seemed so simple, you know? It seemed so logical. I was keeping Aaron from going to strangers. I was protecting Lily and Holden so they'd never have to know, so they'd live happily ever after. Of course, that's not what happened.
So in a way, you were trying to control the situation so you could create the ending that you wanted for them.
Yeah. I guess so.
just never thought of myself as a controlling person before. Huh?
Well, people will do things that are very out of character sometimes if they feel threatened enough, or if people that they love are threatened. And do you think it's possible that you are still doing that by waiting to tell Holden?
You mean by waiting that I strengthen my bond with Aaron, and then it's less likely that I lose him? Oh. Oh, gosh. I mean, here I accused John of being the one that was a controlling person.
Iva, after what has happened to Lily and Holden, I don't think we need any more proof that you can try to control any situation and there are no guarantees. I mean, you can tell Holden in a day or in a year. And anything can happen in the meantime. It seems to me that what you're left with is asking yourself this. If you were Holden and you had a child that you didn't know about, would you want to be told?
Walter, you're real smart. Telly believes this tea bag makes a smoother tasting tea. But why is it round?
Well, Pearl, it's because the tea particles are equidistant to the center of infusement.
I see.
Now imagine the ocean.
Ardent people say you're psychic. Rumor has it Tetley's round tea tastes better because there's more tea per bag. But why is it round? The hummingbird has landed.
Well, that clears that up.
As you know, we're continuing to make changes at Kmart. We're building new stores and remodeling others. We've improved quality, and we've completely restyled our fashions. Yet, we still want you to know that anytime and every time you walk into our stores, you'll get the low, low Kmart price you want. The one thing that will never change is my desire to make Kmart the best place for you to shop.
There just isn't enough time in a day. Time to fight the traffic, to get to a job I can't possibly get done from 9 to 5. Time to run to the bank, stop at the post office, rush home, cook and clean.
Mommy!
Oh. Well, tonight, McDonald's is making my family dinner because there's no way I can tell these big brown eyes that Mommy doesn't have time.
If you like whole grain, just look what we've done. With Nutri-Grain waffles, whole grains, a whole lot of fun. For whole grain goodness, you can't be slow. Whole grain's a whole other reason to never let go.
The taste, nutrition, and fiber of whole grain, with no cholesterol, no sugar added, and no preservatives. Nutri-Grain, the whole grain waffle.
Whole grain's a whole other reason to never let go. Nutri-Grain waffles from Eggo.
How are you? Oh, God, sweetie, I've been thinking so much about you. How are you?
Well, about as well as can be expected, given the fact that I've been on this emotional roller coaster for the past few days. Oh, first, Royce asked me to marry him.
Oh,
wow. So he did ask you to marry him. It's beautiful. Did you set a date? Before we even had a chance to talk about it, he tried calling Neil's place when Caleb answered, because the police had already found her by then. Next thing I knew, we were racing over there. Oh, Julie, it's been such a nightmare. You should have seen Royce when he walked in and saw Neil lying there. He lost it. Totally lost it. I've just been in shock, finding out she was his sister.
I just don't understand. I mean, why was it such a big secret?
It is a long and complicated story. And the story, you were all right with it? Yeah, I admit I was a little hurt. He didn't trust me soon enough. But he had his reasons. And he's promised me no more secrets between us. You know, if you ever want to run through these reasons, I'm a good listener. Well, it's going to be common knowledge sooner or later, considering Lucinda already knows about it. What has Lucinda got to do with this? Only everything. Turns out Neil wasn't Royce's only sister. Lucinda's his sister, too.
There's an odd couple, eh? Kirk and Olivia. Strange to see them together, especially after he threw her out of the yacht club last year for complaining about your nephews, you remember?
Ah, yes. They weren't the right kind of people. Unfortunately, Bonnie's gonna face that kind of prejudice, too.
Well, if she does, she'll have her old dad right there beside her.
Oh, Dad. It's outrageous. Every time I pick up a newspaper, it's Barbara Ryan this and Barbara Ryan that. Between BRO and Simply Barbara, the woman is totally manipulating the press, whereas I can scarcely get a mention.
Well, you know, Barbara Ryan did that hospital benefit last winter. Why don't you think about donating some of your designs to the AIDS benefit?
That's a very good idea. I like that. Anybody who is, anybody who will be there. The press will be out in force. I love it. Of course, it's only the tip of the iceberg. I still need some place to showcase my designs, like fashions. The yacht club would be perfect if I can persuade you to reinstate my membership after our little tiff last summer.
Well, I'd love to accommodate you, but unfortunately, I sold the yacht club to Damien Grimaldi.
Lily's new husband?
Mm-hmm.
Gwen Fuller, Kirk Anderson.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
You too.
Gwen's the new owner of the Pampered Palette.
Congratulations. Lamar Griffin, Olivia Wycroft, Gwen Fuller.
Hello.
The Olivia Wycroft.
Oh, you've heard of me.
Oh, who hasn't? Listen, I'm head of advertising at the paper now, and we're working on some new fashion supplements I think might interest you.
Yes, indeed. And I think we're looking to purchase some full-page spreads.
Great. Listen, I'll give you a call and we'll work something out. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Bye-bye.
What were you talking to Olivia Wycroft about?
Oh, not just talking. The lady's talking about picking up some big-time ad space.
Good.
Your brother's one heck of a salesman. He just sold me on a series of weekly ads.
Yeah, and Gwen just sold me on the idea of sampling some of her wicked chocolate mousse back at the Pampered Palette, so I'll see you back at the office a little later.
Right, John.
See you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Nice to meet you.
Make a good-looking couple, huh?
Well, I told Kira I wouldn't be long, so...
Before I take you anywhere, I think we should settle this business about the nanny.
Well, I told you who I liked. Madeline Smith.
Because she's black.
Because she's the most qualified for the job. And yes, because she's black, but she's also very bright. She went through Oakdale U on a full scholarship. She's energetic. Bonnie loves her. And she has the same kind of principles and ideas that we want for someone who's going to help us raise our child.
So, I'd be a fool not to trust your mother's intuition. I will pay the check, and we will go home, and we will call Madeline Smith.
Hey. Hey, hi. Baby clothes? Is there something I should know?
No, a patient left this in my office. Wow, look at that. There must be 200 ruffles on that thing. Who would dress their kid in something like that?
And that's just for a boy. You want a real shot? Look at the price.
Holy smokes.
Hey there, good looking. I got some news.
Me too.
Yeah?
You first.
I spoke to a travel agent. She's going to check out some available dates at that inn.
Ah.
Your turn.
Okay. I've been giving this in vitro a lot of thought.
Oh, after setting up the appointment with Lynn Michaels.
Oh, no, I canceled that. Well, I didn't think it was necessary. I've already made up my mind.
Oh. And?
And, what do you think? What do you like better? The blue sailboats or the pink bunnies?
Now there's a Liquid Lever 2000 for your germiest parts. Hokey parts and parts that explore. Playful parts and parts that do chores. Parts that you suck on or stick in your ear. Parts that hold on to the parts you hold dear. New Liquid Lever 2000. It not only kills germs, it helps keep germs from coming back. So it's as good for parts that go roaming as it is for parts that stay home. New Liquid Lever 2000, the antibacterial liquid that's better for your skin and all your 2000 parts.
At JCPenney, we haven't just changed our styles for summer.
We've become a completely different animal.
With fish and fowl.
Horses
And mules.
with spots.
And stripes. And a beautiful coat.
And while we're dressed like a peacock.
And washing quality like a hog.
It's our great values that have always made us.
Believe it from the past.
1 gram of fat, or 1 gram of fat. 1 gram of fat, or 1 gram of fat. Weight Watchers announces a first. Smart Ones, the only line of entrees with 1 gram of fat, like luscious chicken mirabella. So why eat this when you can indulge in this? Smart Ones, 1 gram of fat, one smart choice. And try Weight Watchers light mayonnaise and light cheese slices. Rich, creamy taste at a great low price.
And thank you so much for taking Olivia off my hands today. Some days she's just like a child.
Pardon me, Mr. Strickland is here to see you?
Send him in. I have to call you back. Bye, Dawn. Oh.
Hey,
Hey.
how you holding up?
Ah. Thank you, darling. Well, I've had a very interesting day. The high point of my day, actually, was poor Emily Stewart, deeply in love with Royce Keller, coming over here to tell me to leave him alone.
Oh, my. Well, it's a hell of a mess. I just wish we'd read this dossier on Royce Keller when we first got it.
God, what's in it?
Well, there's nothing particularly surprising until you get to the top of page 4. But then it turns out that Royce was a lot better acquainted with this Michael Alcott than he let on to the police.
Well, he would be. He would be, because Michael was married to Neil.
No, it's more complicated than that. He obtained a restraining order to prevent Michael from getting near Neil after they were separated. And then he testified in the divorce court that Michael had abused Neil physically on more than one occasion.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, you were right, Mrs. Fleming. Our lab confirmed the suicide note that Royce found wasn't written by your brother. It was a forgery. Yes, you can have that in writing. No, nothing new on Neil's death. All right. Bye-bye.
Here are the reports you wanted in triplicate.
Thank you. So how's the apartment hunting going?
Well, everything that we like, I can't afford. Everything we can afford needs a lot of work.
As in walls and floor?
Yeah, I'm afraid that's just about right.
Well, we didn't become cops for the money, right? I hope not.
Coroner's report on Neil Alcott just came in. Thought you should see it right away.
Joe, you know what this means?
From Touchstone Pictures, critics agree What's Love Got to Do With It is the year's most unforgettable movie event. It's a rock-till-you-drop knockout, a power-packed 10. Rolling Stone raves it puts sizzle into summer, and Siskel and Ebert call it one terrific movie. Explosive both musically and emotionally. Angela Bassett and Lawrence Fishburne give towering Oscar-caliber performances. It's 2 thumbs up, way up, for What's Love Got to Do With It. Rated R. Now playing in select cities.
Now people are feeling shower fresh in a new way.
Shower to shower each day. Helps keep wetness away.
Introducing Shower to Shower Antiperspirant with cornstarch.
Shower freshness all through the day.
The pregnancy test technology medical facilities use, you can use at home. Advance. Use it any time of day for a lab-reliable result. Advance. Lab reliable results, home convenience.
Wrap yourself in freshness. New Mountain Spring Ultra Downy, a bolder scent like mountain air. Wrap yourself in freshness. Mountain Spring is in the air. Come on into freshness and softness you can share. Smell Mountain Spring Ultra Downy. Bold as mountaintops, refreshing as mountain air, and the most fluffy softness of any fabric softener. Come on into freshness. Feel the softness on your skin. Ultra Downy Mountain Spring. Come on into Downy.
A prominent judge commits the perfect crime.
The man is as guilty as sin.
In the heat of the night. Then, on 48 Hours, are you happy with the way you look, or would you like to make a few changes?
Everybody was saying, just do it. You'll look great.
How far would you go for looks that kill? Don't change a thing till you watch a 48 Hours double feature after Heat of the Night tonight.
Have you ever dreamed you could fly? Now, the world's greatest illusionist conquers the mystery of human flight without strings or camera tricks. The Magic of David Copperfield, Thursday.
The king is dead, the throne is empty, and the power plays begin. Tomorrow on The Young and the Restless. And what do you call it when blackmail is too harsh a word? Jenna finds out when she has a heart-to-heart talk. Next on Guiding Light.
Jewelry by Monet. Join us tomorrow for As the World Turns.